Hey, this is my first video. I'm not kidding. Go back to my channel and you see that. In fact, it's my first video that I posted on this channel. So I just realized that YouTube pushed my first video and completely ignored the last two videos that I posted that I worked way harder on. Thank you. I was thinking if I perfect my videos, a lot more people will want to watch them. But no, it's all YouTube's fault. Because it doesn't want to push my videos anymore. Being a very small channel is very hard. Already told you only 2 friends to like your videos and subscribe. Mom still doesn't understand the internet. And your dog can't use a mouse to like your videos. That's why I named this video my first video. And I saw how YouTube all of a sudden recommended videos that are named. For example, this one. Like, hey, my first video. Hey, watch my first video. My first real video. Wow. I decided out of desperation to name this video the same. Look, I want to grow here. I don't have time to wait for YouTube to do its magic. I'm tired of my job. I really want to do what I like. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful. I have a job. It's not the best job. I have to work with and meet new annoying people every single day. But it pays my bills and I can save too, and I'm grateful for that. It's not my passion. I really want to do something that I love doing. Doing the same thing over and over again for 50 years, yeah, I don't want that. So now that we discussed why this video is named like this, let's get into the real topic of this video. I want to say in advance, sorry, I have braces. It's very annoying to pronounce S, and I'm sorry in advance for everybody. So today's topic is jobs I had, part 2. We already discussed about my first 2 jobs. If you want to, you can go and watch that video first to understand more. Yeah, so the third job that I had was outside of my city. It was like an hour drive. I worked there in summer break for a month and a half as a waiter. Everything seemed fine. In the beginning, people seemed a little bit weird, but hey, I didn't want to judge so soon. So in the first week, the boss girlfriend left for some reason. Yeah, I think he left him for good. It was way younger for him to be his girlfriend, but hey, I didn't want to judge, remember? The first 3 weeks went smooth. Everything seemed fine. Till one day I told my boss that hey, I can stay for 2 months. In the beginning, I told my boss that I want to work there for 2 months, but I couldn't because I had to study for my finals and I needed more time. Yeah, he went insane. He told me that he wouldn't even pay me for the 3 weeks that I worked there and that he'll not accept this. I went into my room to cry, and after 15 minutes he knocked at the door. He sat next to me and he said he's sorry. But your eyes are so pretty when you cry. What in the world? First of all, you're like 60 years old. What are you doing? And second of all, get your dirty, disgusting hand off my leg. I was so angry that my face turned so red that I looked like a lobster. Yeah, I'm not kidding, that color. He rushed to the door screaming that he'll not pay me and closed the door. Yeah, even till this day, I can't believe that this happened to me. I called my parents, they talked with him, and yeah, everything was fine after that. We avoided each other for the most part. People would say that, Lena, if it was in your place, I wouldn't leave immediately. And yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't do that. Learn as you live. For some reason, my brain was like, it's okay, everybody makes mistakes. I forgive you. So naive and stupid. I was 17, but I was old enough to know that I was in a dangerous situation. Thank God nothing happened after that. After I left, I finished high school and I wanted to do this graphic designer course. But it was very expensive and the only way I could afford to pay it was by leaving the country. Work in Germany for a while to save some money. I can pursue this career. I didn't grow up in a wealthy family, so I had to take this into my 18 years old hands. But there was one more problem. I needed money to leave the country. So in summer after I finished high school, I decided to go in another city to make some money so I can leave. Go to Germany to make enough money for the course. If I remember correctly, it was like 3,000 euros. To make those money in my country, you have to work like a lot, like 8 months compared to 3 months in Germany. I worked there as a waiter again. Can't remember anything very important that happened there, but we had to stay in a very small room. So there was 3 girls in a room with no windows, just a door, We hoped it could give us enough air, to survive. I worked at the bar too, but one thing that I really want to mention is that the chef there was a weirdo too. Talked to the girls that were way younger than him, like 13 years younger, in a weird way. He gave them weird nicknames and he touched them very often. Now that I'm thinking about, I don't think that I worked somewhere where there wasn't even a single dude that made girls very uncomfortable. That's very concerning to me. Anyways, I worked there for 2 months and a half. Then I went home and immediately left after 10 days to Germany. I really want to talk about the time in Germany that in the beginning needed to be 3 months, but turned into 2 full years. But that's gonna be for another video, because I wanted to tell you guys something very important. I have to learn now from my driver license, so I'm not sure when I'm gonna post my next video. Try my best to post shorts every single week, because I really love animation and I don't want you guys to wait so much till my next video. My job and animation and learning for my driver license, I really can't do it all. That was the video. I don't know what to say anymore. I really want this video to be 6 minutes. I'm gonna say the alphabet in English. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. X, Y, Z. Thank you so much.